Hi, this is Bob from Wams Tech, and today we're going to show you how to add a student to your PowerSchool Learning page when they've been added to your classroom in the middle of the year. Now, a little bit of previous knowledge. Students will be automatically added to your PowerSchool Learning pages 24 hours after they've been added to the correct classroom in Admin Plus. Now, if you need to have your student access your classroom before that happens, for example, if they're studying for a quiz or a test or they need to access your homework, you can actually add the student manually. Then when PowerSchool Learning syncs with Admin Plus, the student will then be linked to your roster. So let's get started. First thing you need to do is double check to make sure that the change hasn't already occurred by visiting your roster. So if you go to Manage Class, Edit Roster, and then make sure you go to the correct section that student should be in. Now I'm looking for a student named Walker in section G. So I go to section G and I'm scrolling through and I do not see Walker. So the next step I should do is to sync PowerSchool Learning with Admin Plus manually. Again, it'll automatically happen 24 hours after that change happens in Admin Plus. However, you can actually sync with Admin Plus manually. So we'll try doing that. Again, go to Manage Roster, and then you see Sync with Source. So I'll click Sync with Source, and I see that my sections are already in sync, which means that that change hasn't yet been made in Admin Plus. If it had been, then section G would be clickable, and then I could click on Sync, and then those changes should appear within my roster. Now, since we've already checked the student isn't there, and there is no available sync from Admin Plus, I can add the student manually. To do that, go to Manage Class, Edit Roster, and then we're going to add student. Here I'll search for the name of a student. So here's the student I wish to add. I'll click on Add. And then I can go back to Roster. And then I can verify that the student is indeed added to the correct roster. So here I'm in section G, and now I see that this student has been added to my class. You'll note that next to the student, that little link icon does not yet appear because this student was added manually and wasn't automatically linked from Admin Plus. Now, once Admin Plus makes the change, then we should see a little link icon appear next to his name eventually. Just check back after a couple of days. And that's it. So now the student should have access to the class. All he needs to do or she needs to do is refresh PowerSchool, and he or she should be able to see it. Now, the only last stipulation with this is because this student belonged to a previous teacher that was linked in Admin Plus, and now the student has been added manually to your class, it's possible that the student will see two classes for that same subject area in PowerSchool Learning. So just make that student aware that he should be or she should be going to your class and not your former teacher's class. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at robert.petito@woodward.edu. Thanks for watching.